Okay, let's do a bit of Moonraker. I have £10 worth of old 10p's here. Let's put them in and see what we get. And we will go from there. Right. Is the brightness on my phone need adjusting? Oh, I don't want to do that. No. I think that's good. So, one coin at a time, as I'm sure you're aware. And yeah, this is Barry Noble Moonraker. You will have to keep track of how much money the machine robs us, because this machine doesn't pay out for bells. I know what the issue is, just haven't resolved it. This machine plays pretty tight, so I'd expect not a full return from that £10. This machine has glorious artwork, absolutely amazing. The colouring comes through so nice, and yeah, it's a beautiful machine, this one. Absolutely adore it. We can go up and down. We've got two Moonrakers. I think we're going to go down for melons. Oh, you bastard. It did me on a double step. Do you see that? So we're already 50p down because it did me. To be honest, the reels are pretty good. They don't do that very often, so that's unfortunate that happens there. But then again, these things are temperamental. Like, some days they work better than others, depending on how they're feeling. Okay. Well, that's concerning, because that only paid me 10p, and it only pulsed once. It didn't recognise the plum. Oh, okay. Well, got a slightly bigger issue than I realised then. I mean, it's going to be the same issue. It's going to be a contact thing. So I'm guessing the stud's just not quite fully making contact. So this is part of the issue of why, when we resolved it so the reels now spin down, it has actually made it, because I think it span in reverse for so long, it's the studs and the reel wiper blades are out of alignment. Though I think it pays pretty much everything else. So okay, triple plums and bells are the ones that, oh fuck, I had a hold, you dickhead. And that was on jackpot as well, wasn't it? I wasn't paying no attention, was I? It's because I was looking through the phone and oh, we've got, you see, we've got hold again. Also, I should zoom out slightly. Well, not zoom out, hold the phone further back. I mean, I don't really want to hold any of them, do I? You can get nudges after hold on this machine. There's nothing there. I'd just be guessing. Oh, it's going to be pairs. Look at that. Should have held the bloody pair. But yes. I was going to say. Don't be giving me no trouble, mate. I converted this one myself. Okay, I think that's a pound in, yeah. Let's get pound number 2. We got a little bit of money in the tray, but we're 10p down because it robbed us of 10p off the plum. I am going to introduce some more life to this game. I'm going to introduce more nudges. I really don't care about adding in additional holds. Holding wins doesn't really excite me, to be honest. We'll just take this simple. Okay, that did pay you the 20p. I really wish the grapes were like 30p or 40p. I don't like having the 5 as thing is. If I could change the machine slightly, I'd have this be 30, this be 30 as well. I think that's the only difference I'd make. But yeah, holding after wins doesn't really bother me that much. So I have no interest in adding additional wins through holds, because I do want to keep the percentage kind of low. Because even though I'm playing with old 10p's, I have modern 50p's for the change. So essentially, I'm just going to be playing with modern 50p's and, you know, money box feature. So I don't mind the machine being tight, but it is a bit tight, this machine, especially because of the non-payout bells. You know, so I'm going to introduce. I am going to fix the bell issue as well. But I care so much about this machine. I am quite willing to practice on like high pound downstairs and having another machine that I can really get familiar with servicing these parts before I damage this machine, because this machine means the world to me. And yeah, you see, holding this win, I mean, I'm going to do it because it's plums, and I want to see what was happening with the third plum. Maybe I'll get it this time and it'll pay properly. Well, whatever. But yeah, I think adding in some nudges will spice up this game, especially because the nudge feature is really, really fun. In the fact that you can nudge both ways. You've got the nudge ups, the nudge downs. So I think adding in a couple of extra nudge occurrences won't be too much of a bad thing. But with each way nudge though, it's quite easy to get decent wins on it sometimes. Do you know what? I'm going to hold this just because I want to see if I get plums. I want to see if it... I wonder if there's multiple plums on the third reel. And I wonder if it pays normally on some types of plums, or on the other one or something. Oh wait, is that a plum? No. Because I've never noticed that before. Anyway. You can tell it bothers me because I wouldn't keep talking about it otherwise. It's because I really want to restore this machine to absolute perfection if I can. This is my favourite electro. It's almost certainly always going to be my favourite electro. It looks, I mean, show me a better one. It's the best looking one. But it's my first one. I don't have any history of playing these machines. This is my first one, so of course it's going to be my favourite. And it looks amazing. And then with the nudging each way, it is, I wouldn't say it's advanced, but it's, you know, it's a later electro, so it does have, I guess, some of the slightly, well, the fact you can nudge each way, you know. Okay, so £2 in. Oh, here we go. Wait, what are you doing? What is... Okay. We had some fuckery going on there. But boom, that helped fill up the tray. That helped fill up the tray. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, that's what we like to see. But yes, we've clearly got some issues still. But these are all things that I will learn. And like I said, I'd prefer to get a bit of practice on a machine that I am not so sentimental about. Which is part of the reason I got that high pound for... I can't remember if I paid 50 or 60. But it's been a bit of a headache, to be honest. But it's also been an invaluable tool. I bought a multimeter today, actually, just so I can start to learn more. I have no experience with any electronics or anything like that. I'm not... that wasn't my field. So I'm starting from scratch. But I'm very, very eager to learn, so I'm hoping that I will. I mean, also on this machine the timer doesn't start until you're ready, which I like. I don't even know where the fuck's a win. I'm just going to go down. Oh, I tried to go for the 20p. I got greedy. I should have just, well, nah, I mean, I could have took 10p. Oh, excuse me. Can you come out, please? There we go. I see nothing wrong with you. Why don't you take it? I've got a few things to do. I've got this to put back on the top here and sort that out. I figured out how I need to light this. There's like a blocking thing on the top of the light. I need to reposition that so that the light goes up and it illuminates this panel. You can see that it's slightly illuminated now. Like in real life you can. It's hard to see it through the camera. But you can see it's ever so slightly lit. So yeah, that needs doing. But to be honest, I put it against the wall. Since I've put back on old 10p's, I haven't got to mess about with jams and things. So just to enjoy it and play it for a bit before, and like I say, get a bit more practice on everything related to electromechanical machines before I really play around with this machine. Ooh, thought we were going to get 50p there. I have aspirations, which I'm sure some of you guys know, of making my own machine. Not making my own machine, but converting a machine. And it would be an electro, and it would be converted to... I would even love another Moonraker, because I actually do quite enjoy this game with the thingies, but I don't think there's any more of these. Or even another Noble machine. But yeah, we'll convert a machine at some point. Potentially even the high pound, if I fully fix it up. There's no cancel, so I've held them now. I ain't got no choice. I was thinking, bollocks that, I'll cancel it. You won't. There's no cancel button. Which I guess, I would imagine that machines had cancel buttons at this point. They just didn't bother. Oh, so close. So how much of that have I put in? I put in £3 so far. Oh, let's see what we've got. Oh, we've got quite a few coins in here. Look at this. There's more yet as well. This machine's paying out pretty well today. Usually it's a lot tighter than this, I find. I mean, we got a jackpot, that definitely helps. And it tried to rob me of that with the nudges, didn't it? The double stepping. So these coins are so big, you can't fit that many in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what are we up to? 150. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. We're up to £2 out of £3 in. Let's get another pound. Kind of cute. I just didn't want that tray to overflow. All right. Try and keep those hold buttons in focus so that we can see if we ever do get offered all holds. Okay, my plan was to put £10 through the machine. As I say, I'm going to speed up. We're already 13 minutes in and I've only done £3. Oh, mind another jackpot. Glad to see the jackpot still pays fine. And that would upset me if that didn't. I mean, in some regards, it doesn't really matter because it will eventually be fully restored. Though this machine, I think, plays very smooth, very well. It has very few minor faults. It's good, but still not perfect. Although having said that, we haven't encountered a single bells win yet, so it's not like we're missing much. But no, still, I'd want it to function as it did. Okay, we stole that pound pretty damn quick. So this is pound number 5. And we've got enough coins out there so you can collect. Oh, there we go, a bit of nudges. Got cherries. It's probably going to have to be cherries. Okay, definitely an issue with this reel. Oh, and then... okay, I've got work to do, clearly. It's okay. In due time, it can all be fixed. Although, I mean, this is obviously a conversion, and the original machine and the bits it was using were not meant to go up. And this machine span in reverse for a long ass time, in addition to obviously all the nudging upwards, which is apparently not good for varying different bits. Oh, I've not seen that before. There's always time for new faults. Oh, there you go. So sometimes when you nudge, it actually does pay out the bells. See, it paid out the bells then. Which is very odd. But it's almost like it moved the contact into position. Yeah. So yeah, we did actually get a 10p payment for 2 bells. But if these spin in, as it did, it won't pay them. So yeah, got some contact issue there. Oh, yeah, look at that. Right on cue. So bells in view, that should be 50p. Boom, boom, boom. But no 50p. This is the main payout fault that I have. And it's an issue, I believe, with reel 2, in that you can see that the reel, the wiper blade, or whatever it's called, sorry, it is not touching the contact. When you nudge up, because obviously they've got like 2 grooves on the wooden, or whatever, they're like, I don't know what the actual proper call. I don't know if you can see it through that thing that's got like, can you see it, next to the bell at the top, like, but not on the reel. If it hits the back of that, it's slightly further back, if that makes sense. And if it's in that position, it will make contact. So when you're nudging up and the reel's going that way, it will hit the back rather than nudging down and hitting the front of those things, and it will pay on the 27 ways. So yeah, strange one, but yeah. So there we got robbed 50p. So we should almost make a like robbed pile. We've got 50p that we've been robbed. Technically, we got robbed another 50p on the double nudging when we could have had melons, but we're not going to count that. And we did get robbed another 10p on the lack of the 3 plums payout. Aside from that, everything's all good. And the grim reality is it shouldn't matter, right? It's just home ownership. What does it matter? I'm the only one playing this shit. Why does it matter if it pays out? It matters. It just does. But we'll get it done in time. Another hold. Nothing there, I don't think. You could hold the orange because of maybe nudges. Obviously, you could hold the bell if you were trying to go for the 27 ways, which we're not. Seeing as we know, that's not really working. We're just going to let them spin. If in doubt, bash the button. But yeah, I can't imagine there'll be anybody still watching at this point. You never know. I think with electros, it's very much a personal thing. You either love them or you don't. And you know, the machine that you like is probably going to be the one that you've played. Okay, let's go on to the next pound. £5p a play, in case you haven't worked it out. We get 2 presses for our 10p. It's a single coin entry, so only 1 coin at a time. You'll hear like the clicks of the bar coming across to prevent you putting another coin in. And, it should be released after there. So you hear that click at the end. That is coming from this mech. I believe this one as well. You'll hear it. So if we put the coin in afterwards, you see the coin goes in no problem. Yeah, there's now a little bar. You see? In right towards the top that's stopping another coin being inserted. I don't actually know what would happen if you clicked the switch from the inside. I have no idea. I'm not about to test it on this machine. But I am curious what would happen actually. Would it give you 4 credits? There you go, it's a test to see if there's anybody who either knows about machines or is still watching. But if you know the answer, put it in the comments. There's nothing, I don't know why I'm looking up the reels. It's not nudges. It's whole dickhead. Okay, we've got 2 Moonrakers there. Where's the other? It's below an orange, but it's not below that one. We'll go for a couple, see if we can find it. Oh, that helps, getting there a bit faster. Oh! we got there with speed nudges, but we ran out of time. We was almost blasting off to Jackpot City. Anyway, more single coins. We haven't had the super start yet in this time playing. It's a very rare feature. It seems to always happen on 30p wins. No, sorry, 20p wins. There is no 30p win. Okay, the tray's starting to fill up. So we are now £5.80 in, because we've got 20p left. We've only got £2 up in our collected tray, but we've got the tray's filling up. I've got grapes, I've got pears, I've got plums. I'll take the grapes. Oh, those coins being paid out sound so much better. This machine came on new coins, but I've converted it back to old 10p. Did that myself, and I'm very proud of the fact that I did it. I know it's a simple job, but I'm not used to this shit. It does. In fact, we can do that because we are technically owed 50p by the machine. It robbed us on the bells payout. So I will, for those of you that don't know what the function is, I'll show you. This 50p here. Okay. You got it. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, that doesn't get jammed. But anyway, what it does is it doesn't give you 10 goes, it gives you 5 coins. That's what it does. Right. So how much are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, £3.60 from £6 in. And technically the machine robbed us a 10p because it didn't pay us on the plums. We'll hold the melon. It's got the bell as well, not that that matters. Although, like I say, it's not 100% of the time it doesn't pay it. Sometimes it will actually pay it, because it is just missing a connection, so if it lines it up right. But yeah. But yes, there's a legendary gentleman by the name of Ron Clark who is on the Facebook electromechanical forum thing, and he has helped me so much. I really can't thank him enough. In fact, if it wasn't for Ron, I wouldn't have got the second electromechanical that I got. It's gave me the confidence. Oh, of course, it did me on the bloody bells. You see, when you nudge up, it like nudges the reel or whatever to make it pay the thing. Though the fact that it's always on the third reel does make me wonder. But no, I've already diagnosed the fault. I need to adjust this reel so that the wiper blade is in contact with the bells. Yeah. Could have got 50p though there. Anyway, whatever. Machine with faults. There's nobody watching at this point to see these faults anyway, so these are just for my own personal. Oh, there we go, we got a hold after a win. I know some people get excited by that. Like I said earlier in the video, it's not the feature of fruit machines that gets me too excited. Though on my JPMs it does, because it's so rare. In fact, I was watching the video of Steve's and he was playing, what machine was he playing? He got £2 on it and it gave him hold, which I've never seen an MPS machine, or none of my MPSs have ever given me hold on anything above 80p. Bells is the maximum. Like, I've never seen hold on the pairs, which are £1, or anything above. Like, I presumed it was not like hard programmed in not to, but it was not it's not something that could occur. But you see, there is multiple plums. So maybe one of those plums. Oh, there's a plum there as well. So let's go down and see if this one works. Please pay out. Yes. Okay. So I guess the second plum is the faulty plum. If that makes sense, you know what I mean. And if you don't, it doesn't really matter. It's not important. I wonder if it's possible and or easy to change the amounts the machine pay out, because I guess they did start to change them later. They must. Yeah, how does and you see, these are all things I need to learn. Like, how does it know to pay 50p for melons? I guess it knows that because it completes a circuit, but how does it tell the solenoid to fire 5 times rather than 2 times? Like, how does it know that? I'm curious. See, these are all things I need to learn. I wish I had just some base knowledge of bloody this stuff, but it's never been a field that interested me at all. Like learning engineering, mechanics, electronics, any of that shit. I like math, and I like computers and other things, but never been into learning this shit. But okay, I'm happy with the hold here, because you never know. What do you reckon? Do you believe? You're foolish if you do. There's no chance. Oh! Who's the fool now then? Who's the fool now? Do you know what? And if you're an absolute believer, if you are the believer of the group, you are Mr. Positive, everything is always going to be the best way it could always be, then I'll put 10p in the machine and it'll super start and give us another jackpot. But it is definitely not going to do that. I may have been wrong about it not spinning the jackpot, but I guarantee you there is no chance of me putting in 10 pence and it giving us the super start feature. How much are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. £5.20 from £7 entered. So we're doing all right. Again, it has robbed us of a couple of wins as well. But anyway, do you believe? Is that light going to come on? No hold. No super start. A super start on a jack. But I've only ever seen super start on a 20p win. Never seen it on anything other. I've seen it, I think, 3 times myself. Steve actually managed to get it in the 20 minutes that he played the machine when he was here. He managed to actually get it. And believe me, it is rare. Very rare. It's not a common occurrence. I mean, what, we've been playing for 30 minutes and we haven't had it. It really isn't common. Because I play this machine, I mean, not as much as my others, but I play this machine a fair bit still. It's funny because I don't think of this the same as my other machines. Not just because it's electromechanical, but I see this as way more of an antique. Like, this is something that should be preserved for future generations. I have a lot more to gain from learning how to do the circuit boards on them, but I'd rather learn this first anyway. I do find these electromechanicals fascinating, and they're very therapeutic to play. Very different. You can really just sit down, turn on. I mean, obviously I'm stood up, but you can get a stool. And, although I don't like to do that because it's so close to the thing, I'm scared that I'll tip myself backwards or something. This does sometimes fire the coins out with such vigour that they fire like all the way down the stairs. It's I don't know how it does it. Well, I do know how it does it. It's cool. I'm getting an awful lot of Moonraker symbols on the thing today. There is only one on each reel. Yeah. It's kind of funny because I guess now I've got 5 machines at the moment. I mean, technically I've got 6, so I've got another one, but that's due to be scrapped or whatever. But I mean, we've got grapes. I don't know if there's anything gonna beat grapes. I was almost suspecting it was going to give a super start because I've been talking about how rare it is. I mean, we've got £1.80 left. So that's what, 200 credits. Oh, we've got a Moonraker. Oh, we've got 2 jackpot symbols, but let's hope that doesn't step. The sound. Putting on these old coins was so the right decision. Even if I did spend a fortune on old 10p's, it was definitely the right decision. Yeah, I bought a lot. Oh, 2 melons, is there? Oh, there is. Okay. Come on. Oh, you motherfucker. I mean, I was pushing it, wasn't I? I do need to clean this reel band. I mean, I need to clean the reel bands at some point. But to be honest, they look beautiful. There's just like a couple of marks. There's an orange where I cleaned it, but I didn't clean it very well. And like you can see the thing here. But these are actually plastic. They're not paper. They're also very sturdy still. Like, I don't know how you'd remove them. It's like they're almost like one piece, or they're like really well secured in, which is a good thing. But yeah, you can see just on this melon here, like I cleaned a bit of it, but I evidently missed some. So you can see there's like a little bit of a white, almost looks like a jizz stain. Somebody got too excited over their melons. Anyway. I'm probably going to end up playing this all night, but I'm not going to make you guys suffer through, because I know there'll be at least one person that will watch it to the end, and after about 45 minutes, I feel like I'm holding you prisoner at that point. It's not like we're waiting for the special series super feature. It's not coming. Well, I suppose we are. We're waiting for the superstar, aren't we? But no, me, I just want to play it and film a bloody 10p tube up, seeing as I bought 40 quid worth of 10p's. And seeing that I don't care, I'm quite public. I'll tell you what I paid, and you can tell me if I'm stupid or if I got a good price. No, you bastard. There we go. I paid £64 for £40 worth, so 16 pence per coin, delivered off eBay as well. So obviously the seller had to deal with some fees, but 16p each. For the way it makes me feel, I'm happy to pay it. Also, 40 quid is way more than enough. So I already had like a tenner's worth. So that should keep me going. I only have one machine on old 10p's. Oh, here's another question. In case anybody is still listening and actually has the knowledge for this. Can you convert a Mars coin mech back from a new 10p to an old 10p, but keep the rest of the coins modern? So with the machine Fast Track I have downstairs, the 10p tube is not sleeved, and rather than sleeve that, what I'd much prefer to do is just put it on old 10p's, because old 10p's sound amazing, and then just keep the rest of the coins modern, because any coin that I'm using as a banking feature is the pound coin. The pound coins are where my savings are going. I'm not getting bags and bags of 10p's. So yeah, I want to know if you can do that. I need to ask some people. Potentially, even Ron might know. I need to just ask some people if that's possible, and if it is, how much would that service be? I think I read somewhere that you can't, with some types of Mars mechs, you can't convert them back to old coins. I don't understand why that would be, but if that is the case, I technically have the one from my original machine from 30 years ago, my JPM switchback. One of the pieces I kept was the coin mech, and that would be entirely on old coins. So could I get that updated but not the 10p? And would that just be easier? Would it just be better for me just to buy a coin mech, an old one, and say, right, put it on new coins but not the 10p? And is it just as simple as plugging and playing in Fast Track? Or is all that just absolutely stupid just to make it pay old coins? I tell you what, you win 80p on that machine in bells, and you hear it fire out 8 of these bad boys, especially with the rapid fire speed that those MPSs can fire at. Hell yeah, it's worth it. It's 100% worth it, especially because that's the machine I like. Melons. Wrong choice, dickhead. Should have gone for the cherries. Your name's not Melon Warrior. Not bad. We're almost £10 in. We're almost £10 in. I feel like we haven't had very many wins in the last few minutes. I don't see it. Oh, I do see it. Up. Down. Hell yeah, just in time. That was close. We were cutting it very close. Like the like buzzing stopped as that was stepping. 30p, and then we are £10 in. No superstar. As I mentioned, very rare feature. Steve was quite lucky to get a capture of it. I don't think I've ever captured it on film. I've had it maybe 3 or 4 times. Maybe 2 or 3, I don't know. It's not been many. I know that I've only ever had it on 20p wins. I believe it was a 20p win when Steve got it as well. Which does make me wonder. I don't even know how it selects it. Like, oh, that tube's getting some coins in it now. I don't know how it selects it. Oh! Right, so we still got one more play, but I want to see how much we won. And I'm sure you guys at home want to see how much we won. Boom. Boom. Oh. So we have 50p, pound, £2, £3, £4. It's a lot hard to do it through the phone. £5, £6, £6.80. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. £6.80. So yeah, this machine pays out 68%. You heard it here first. No, that's not how it works. The lifetime percentage this machine's paid out is about 72 or 71. I can't remember the exact numbers. But I'm really into the bookkeeping. And in fact, you can open these while the machine's turned on. And I can quickly show you. Oh, my knees. Which key is it? It's this one. In fact, that's where the buzzing's coming from. That'd be the power supply that's buzzing, obviously. Yeah, don't touch that while it's turned on, dickhead. Let's try to send yourself through that wall. Yeah, I mean, the video's super long. Like I say, I think it's abuse at this point to keep you guys watching. I'll put a few more coins in. Because there will be at least one poor sod that's still here. Thinking, oh, yeah. If anybody ever wants to come play my machines, just send me a message. I'm very open. I'm more than happy to have people come and play. Let's nudge down and see if we can get the 10p win. No. Then nudge up. I did, you see? You see, I have, it is to do with if you nudge it up. So, I showed you earlier in the video, it hits the back of the like wooden thing, which is in a position where it will trigger the payout. Yeah, that's how much I've played it, at the point where I even know how to work around with the faults. You see that yellow tube? That's the one that's filled. Oh, got 2 Moonrakers already. Oh, but where is it? I don't know where it is. I think it's down. I think it's this way. It wasn't that way, was it? Yeah, you see, no payment again. Should have gave us 10p. I'm kind of glad that I haven't learned the real order yet. I understand why people like to, but for me, I feel like it ruins some of the fun. I'm quite happy, genuinely not knowing whether I should go up or down. There are a couple of machines though, if the machine has some sort of funky feature with the nudges, then I'd like to learn it. Steve's got a machine called Lucky Lady, and that's got like a nudge swap, like a feature where you can like, it'd be advantageous to know the wheels, basically. I forgot the exact nature of the feature because I played so many machines, but I remember I really enjoyed that bit of that machine. Looking forward to going again at some point. I had a fantastic time down there, to be honest. I'll fill the house up and then machines, and then get people to come up here. Well, you're probably out of luck unless you like MPS. See, now we are getting a lot of bells, aren't we? Just not no good. Oh yeah, I just actually thought. Oh yeah, I do have the overflow. I was going to say, there is an overflow for the 10p's. Before, I had a half converted tube where only half of it was the right size. Ooh. I've done it now, I've got no choice. But now I'm starting to think, oh, I wish I'd have held the jackpot, but we'll take the 10p. See, sometimes when it just spins the one reel, you really feel like, oh, is it got some sort of manipulation device? Oh, right, please step properly. Okay. Yeah, fired that one out with some vigour. I do love electros. I find that I can actually do longer play sessions on these than the other machines generally. Not I can do. I can play. I've played fast track and cash wars for like 3 or 4 hours straight before. But in general, I find myself doing long. When I play the electro, I play it for longer. But I do play it less. Like I don't play this machine daily. Definitely every week, but not daily. What was? It's a weird noise. I'm not even sure if it came from the machine. I am wondering if there isn't an animal in the walls, because I was hearing some weird noises in the walls last night, and there's been a couple of times the cats have brought things in and then they've been unaccounted for. One of them was a squirrel, but there's no way there's a squirrel in the walls, right? I'm going for the melon. I was considering holding the middle reel and then hoping for nudges afterwards, but on this machine I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, thought we were going for it, especially when there's an orange above the actual win symbol, which is there's an orange above the jackpot. Oh, okay, we've got jackpot. But I bet you, I don't know where the other one is. We haven't got time anyway, have we? Take 20p and be happy. They were both 2 steps away, so we were spending 4 and then we were just blind searching. So realistically, we weren't getting a jackpot. I'll hold the Moonraker. Jackpot's below it in case we get nudges. Ooh. Just the jackpot. Don't get cheeky. Because if it gives you nudges, you're always going to get something anyway. That's why I'd be quite happy to add in the nudges into this machine. Oh, there's quite a few holds in a row. Is that 3 in a row? Oh, 2 nudges up. The light is making it. Trust me, it's there and there. I mean, it's irrelevant if we can get nudges, so I don't know what I'm so happy for. We get nudges on the very next game. Got the plums again. Let's go for the plums. Oh, dickhead! What are you doing? Spanner, you should just. Okay, probably should end the video. Really. We'll play out. I'll tell you what, how much we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, okay. So we've got £5 left on top of the machine there, and we've got the rest in our hand here. So we're going to play until we run out of coins. So, how long will this last us? We're a punter. We just turned up with £1. What happened there? We just turned up with like, what, £1.40 in our pockets. Oh, a lot of holds. A lot of holds coming through right now. That's a short spin. See, electrodes do things and they make you think, is it manipulated somehow? I know it's not. This hasn't got any hidden bloody circuit board up its skirt. My bloody high pound had a bloody circuit board up its skirt, which I was not impressed to see. And ever since I found that, the fucker's been funny with me. So if we nudge up, I think it'll pay out. But if I nudge down, it won't. Odd, isn't it? You see that? Definitely a contact issue. 100% a contact issue. And I guess the act of it nudging up moves the whole mechanism enough to the point where it makes contact and then pays the 10p win. It's a really odd one. I mean, this is me presuming, I'm not an expert. Could do with a decent win. There's nothing in our kitty. God, what are we even going to go for? Cherries, I guess. Is there anything there? Still no superstar. I was half expecting it on that one. Basically every 20p win now I'm expecting it, 'cause it's been like an hour since we've had, well, yeah, it's been way longer than that. Because I can't remember the last time I had one, to be honest. Like I say, it's a very rare feature. I've had it probably, I'd say if I had to guess, how many hours have I played this machine? 20? No, more than that. So it's probably, what, one every 4 or 5 hours? So it's a pretty fucking rare occurrence. Oh, I'll tell you what's not rare. Oh! Hey? Ah, nudging down made it only pay 10p. That should have... Oh, my jackpot didn't pay. Oh, that's interesting to know. And it bloody double stepped into it as well, so it made me... That's annoying. Yeah, again, it's a problem that will be solved with expert level maintenance, which is what I'm going to learn. I want to keep this machine alive for as long as I'm alive. Which hopefully it'll be a few more years yet. Get a few wins. I like that. I should have had a jackpot mixed in as well. You almost like want to feel like the machine's going to compensate, but the machine has no way of compensating. It doesn't know. It doesn't know that you got robbed. It didn't even know that it was trying to give you a jackpot either. Let's go for it. Wasn't there, was it? Maybe I should have nudged up anyway because of it only paying me the 10p that time. Right? Maybe the machine's just getting tired. Oh, this will take ages to upload to YouTube. There's 2 melons. I don't necessarily have to settle, so down. We'll settle. we settled. Oh, I didn't actually think that. Of course, they were actually both pretty close. That's keeping me alive. Keep refilling my coin book. I've got about this much left. What do we actually have left? 70p? 70p or 80p because 10p in the machine. This machine costs you £5 an hour to play. Yeah. But no. If you come play my machines, you can play them for free. Can't take the money though. That would be a bloody good offer, wouldn't it? Yeah, come play my vintage machines and get paid. Got the 20p, of course. Yeah, it's got to be. Still no super start. I'm going to get super start on the very first play. I turn the video off. Gotta be a Moonraker, surely. No? Guessing up. I guessed wrong. It might not have been there either direction, to be honest. It's not like you have infinite time. Oh, didn't hold. I'll hold that time if we could. Oh, we almost out of coins. 40p left. At this point, we should play it out. You never know, we might recover. Might be time for a streak. Jackpot streak. Okay, well, there's only one way to start it. Spinning long then, I thought it was trying to find it. Oh dear. We're down to 20p, chat. Okay, it's our last hope. Oh, now you see, we could hold that for the chance that if it gives us nudges, we've basically got it, but it's not going to do that, is it? Last spin. If this is not a win, then we're done. And that's it. 58 minutes to lose £5 with a bit of waffling in between, and of course the machine did rob us of a few wins, so it wouldn't have been quite this brutal back in the day. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what your wages would have been at this era, you know, 70 quid a week or something. I don't know, yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, anyway, and you know what, it's probably still better ratios than today. Today the machine's absolutely bleedy dry. Well, I'm probably going to carry on playing, but I feel like that's enough for the video. Also, my thumb's getting sore from holding the phone. Let's see, can you see the coin tube? That yellow thing, can you see the coins in it? You can just, like, level with the bottom of the belt. You can just see the shadow of, like, where the coins are. So, you've still got a way to go to fit it all the way up to the top. It must have been cool, like, if you'd see him back in the day, you'd be, like, looking in, seeing, oh, shit, yeah, it's pretty full, let's have a go. Yeah, that's Noble Moonraker.